Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. Last time we met Theodora of the La Rosa della Virtù, a bordello. And oddly enough, she is a nun. But we met her, and she's been helping out Ezio quite a bit. Getting into places they can't necessarily get into. She found out that there is a mask that will be given away to a contest winner, and that would get us closer to our current target. However, the Templars had other plans and gave it to Dante instead, most likely through intimidation of the judges and whatnot. Either way, Ezio's plan was foiled, and so he had to get the mask back from Dante somehow. He ends up stealing it. Dante doesn't know that until later, figures it out, comes in, tries to kill Ezio. But eventually we do get to our target, Marco Barbarigo, and right after a lovely speech of his, we use our newfound weapon that Leonardo crafted up for us, the hidden pistol, to go ahead and assassinate Marco, and it works wonderfully, and that is one more name scratched off the list. And so we can continue right into this episode from there. So thank you so much for watching, and please do enjoy. Serenissima Repubblica di Venezia 1486.
Ezio, Ser Antonio wishes to speak with you.
Grazie for the message.
Alright, cool. It sounds urgent, but we're gonna go ahead and not go and see Antonio right away.
You want to rob some Templars? I've marked the arsenal on your map. It's some kind of Templar base, so there's gonna be all kinds of loot in there.
Alright. Okay, database entry. The Quartier General di Bartolomeo del Vanino. Quartier General di Bartolomeo di Alviano. Bartolomeo di Alviano later went on to grander things later in life, serving as general of the Venetian army. This period of Bartholomew's biography seemed to be undocumented in the history books, and from the looks of the stable he's using as his headquarters, I can see why. San Zaccaria, first built in the 9th century. San Zaccaria is dedicated to the father of Saint John the Baptist, Zachariah, who is supposedly buried there. Other locations which Saint Zachariah is supposedly buried: the Gandzasar Monastery in Nagorno Karabakh, Yad Avshalom, the Great Mosque of Epesode, and the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Sorry if I butchered all of that. San Zaccaria burned down in 1105, killing more than 100 nuns. The church was rebuilt around 1170 and then later redone with a mixture of Gothic and Renaissance styles. Ironically, in the Renaissance, it flourished as the nunnery of choice for the daughters of the noblest families in Venice, who obviously didn't know the building's history. San Pietro di Castello, and it has a glyph on it. First built in the 7th century, San Pietro di Castello was the seat of the Bishop of Venice. Notice how far away San Pietro di Castello is from the Palazzo Ducale. That distance is not accidental. The Venetian doges wanted to remain independent from the church. Although San Pietro di Castello itself is nothing remarkable, the tower is the first to be cloaked in Istrian stone from the quarries outside Venice, the same white stone that covers the Palazzo Ducale. Alright, so we're gonna search for this glyph real quick. And where are you? Okay. I'm not seeing it. Must be on the other side here. And there we have it right there. Perfect.
The end. Almost the end. It happened before. The pieces were once part of a whole.
The 4th day. Unlock the file. Once worshipped, now ignored. From a distance, it watches and waits. Alright, we got Mars, Venus, and Amor, C1500. And we got Nazca Textile, C200. Then we've got Aztec Calendar Stone, 1427. Next we have Apparition of a Tree Spirit during Worship, C1725. And the Eastern Gate, 1816. The Throne of Charity, C1345. We've got Kuan Yin Bodhisattva of 1,000 Arms and Eyes, C1000. Book of the Dead, C1310 BCE. Sistine Chapel, ceiling fresco, 1512. And marker disc C650. So I think what kind of sticks out to me here, and what kind of goes with this saying up on top, is the sun, and those ones there have the sun in it. Let's see what we got. Okay, got a couple of hidden messages. Toba 75 Kelvin was not a volcano. Okay, this one. A container of ashes might one day be thrown from the sky, which could burn the land and boil the ocean. Near the day of purification, there will be webs spun back and forth in the sky. Hopi again. They died in the fire from heavens. Okay, we read that one. Read that one. Read that one. And there's our thing we're searching for. Okay, I think that's it. We can move on. And it's the Earth! And our passcode is found. Cool. Let's see what we got. Oh man, we're so close. Only one left. Santi Giovanni e Paolo. One of the largest churches in Venice, Santi Giovanni e Paolo was built after Doge Jacopo Tiepolo had a dream about white birds flying over the site. He donated the land on which the church was built in 1246 to the Dominicans. The current Italian Gothic church was completed in 1430. On a stranger note, the church claims to contain the foot of Saint Catherine of Siena. Born in Siena in 1347 as the last of 25 children, Catherine became an important ambassador for the Pope, whom she liked to call Daddy. Ironically, the most startling incident in her life happened after her death, when her followers in Siena attempted to steal her body from Rome. Unable to get the body out of the city, they lovingly cut off her head and put it in a sack. When the guards decided to search the sack, her followers prayed to Catherine. The guards saw rose petals inside the sack instead of the head and let the group go to Siena without taking the bloody sack away from them. And that's why she's a saint. I suppose, I guess. I don't know. Seems weird. Scuola Grande di San Marco. The Scuola Grande di San Marco was one of the 6 large charitable organizations founded in Venice to help citizens afford food, dowries, processions, marriages, burials, and anything else they might need. Notably, membership was open to any citizen of Venice, not just the elite. Citizenship status was conferred on third-generation Venetians or those who had paid taxes for 15 years, meaning that Venetians were pretty xenophobic, except when you gave them money. The facade of the building, which was built in 1260, was destroyed in a 1485 fire, causing it to be rebuilt in its current opulent Byzantine form.
Alright, let's go and search around for this glyph. It sounds like it's either a feather or the glyph is close by. Turning around. And there it is, right there. Nice spot for it. The origin of the species. Unlock the file.
A few still know the truth. It is around us. Signs and paintings, faces, documents. But we don't see it. See, we are blind to our own creation.
Alright, another one of these circular puzzles. So, Subject 16 knows something that we don't know. And he went crazy figuring it out because he was stuck in the Animus for so long, visited so many places and so many of his ancestors that he was essentially trapped in their memories collectively. So that's why he's all insane. Is kind of what I get out of it. Please do tell me what you think, or enlighten me on it, because it's a big guess. So yeah, okay, so let's get to the end of this real quick here, hopefully. So what I didn't understand about these is we'll call it the evolution of the games and how the Animus works. So in the first game, which the second game is such a big step, I think, in terms of gameplay and how the game was made and everything. The first game, the Animus is giving you basically a picture of what happened in the past. There's no free will, nothing like that. You are seeing what your ancestors saw, which in of itself is actually really, really cool. But then we get to this one, and they don't tell you, not that I saw it necessarily, that anything is different in that aspect of things. But it seems like on this one you have more free will, and you're not necessarily just you're not just seeing your ancestors' past and what they've done. Like, and you can talk to Rebecca and things like that, which is a little bit weird too, but okay, whatever, that's cool, not a big deal. But then she'll tell you that, oh, do you want to go and rob some place? Go to this place and do it. I think that's a little weird, because you're not, the first game told us that this is a picture of the past. It's you can't do anything to change it. And on this one, you could just skip doing some of those things, and we can always just assume that canonically Ezio did everything in the game that you possibly can do, but that doesn't really change the fact that she's telling you can do something if you choose. I think that's a little bit weird. Anyways, this is taking long enough, and I'm just gonna skip to the end. We'll find out what this thing says. Before I do, though, I would really like to know your thoughts if you've made it this far. I probably wouldn't have, because this is just the random episode of the random side quests and stuff that I have to do. But if you do end up watching this and you make it this far, go ahead and give me some insight. Give me some knowledge. I'd appreciate that. But anyways, let's skip. It has been hidden, altered. Alright, we got a picture. Let's see. Alright. There's probably the thing we're looking for back up there. Okay, so we got the cape, we got the staff. There's some eyes. I'm assuming that the middle thing is the apple. I don't see any hidden messages or anything like that. Oh, there's the sword. Okay, that's not the apple. Apple's not on this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, missing link, archive, and access denied.
I can't do it. Can I do it? Will it set me free from this endless ring of time? I feel the guillotine cut my throat. The bullet hit my chest. The water fill my lungs. The blood spills out thick and red. It's time to get out.
So it sounds like Subject 16 has been reliving the deaths of his ancestors over and over. All those lives taking its toll. Okay, there's nothing really going on here. There's a lot of these numbers. I don't know what they mean. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Lots of symbols there. Just all the ones that he's been going through. Let's just try one and... Okay, there we go. Abstergo Corporation, January 3rd, 1997. I'm writing in response to your concerns about the rising alarm in the press and the scientific community. The lack of a transitional ancestor from archaic hominids to modern mankind, Homo sapiens, is no longer safe. As you wrote, we have to act. We can't let the truth get out. They'll find out about the artifacts. It will cause too much disruption, too much chaos. Bury our constructed skeletons near Tim White's expedition in Ethiopia. We'll give them their missing link. The birth of humanity. The truth makes me sick.
The moon. I can see the stars. My mind is gone. Lucy, I can't wait any longer. I'm ready to go. She sees me raise a knife.
So that's what humans looked like before, and then now. Passcode found. That was easy. File unlocked. Subject 16, Session 12, date classified PC.
Adam, I have it.
Eve,
Look out!
Wow.
Was that what I think it was?
We'll send the video out for analysis as soon as Desmond's done in the machine.
you okay?
He'd be able to explain the whole thing to us. If only we could ask him.
Wow, so we found the truth. That binary at the end of that little clip
says Eden. So Eve had the apple in the end there. They seem to be running away from something that I do not know. But yeah, that's interesting. So there seem to be, we'll call it some drones, right? The people inside that were hammering didn't seem to know what was going on. They were just slaving away, if you will. Seemed to be a very advanced city. So that's very interesting. We'll have to watch that again later, and hopefully we can dig into it more. Shipwrecked. Infiltrate the Arsenal dry dock and find the Templar treasure hidden within. But yeah, that's pretty interesting, and that again kind of tells you what I was talking about earlier. Desmond and Lucy can talk, even though Desmond's in the Animus. Well, this is a pretty cool site. Alright, well, you guys know how this goes. We're gonna speed this right up.
Your men broke into the treasure room and tried to... So kill me then! At least I will have my honor, unlike the son of a pig farmer standing in front of me!
He should have kept an eye on his men. Trying to break into the treasury is a serious offense.
We needed him to build the ships. Now I'll have to go find another shipbuilder. Next time, inform the watch when you question an intruder instead of dealing with it yourself. Asino.
And with that, we get a total of $4,000 from this Templar. Memory synced Templar treasure acquired from this Templar raid. And it's back to business. So I figured since we're around, we might as well go and find the feathers. The first one here is not super far away. Just down the line here, and you can see it right there on that post. I mark several of these. There is a couple that I don't mark, and I think that I do open the map for them. It's just wherever the person icon or your player icon is where the feather happens to be at.
Do something about him?
Whatever is on his mind, it must be important.
Has he lost his mind?
Okay, so here's one of them that I didn't actually mark, but the feather is right on the player icon. And there she is. And another one that I didn't mark. Again, right on that player icon. Alright, and that's it. So now after we get this one, we go and we're gonna get all the chests. Total from the chests is 16,894. And with all that done, we can end this episode and start back with more story content on the next episode. Thanks for watching.